My name's David. I have been working in SNF for a year and a half, but I've been doing the hospice for 10 months. It's a volunteer program with the compassionate care visits, and it's changed the ways that I've looked at a lot of things. Not only, obviously, the hospice thing where you sit with people for the end of life, but I think it's made me a better person, made me realize I was more of a people person than I ever thought I was. Nice to be of service for somebody, and it's good for my mental health too, I think. I need it as much as they do now that I've been doing it. Aside from hospice, sitting with people on vigils when that time comes, we also do compassionate care. So when people are coming here with any kind of diagnosis that might be terminal, they're put on compassionate care so we get time to visit with them. You come and sit with them, play cards with them, hang out with them, get to know them so you know them as people. Have them tough discussions because we have wish list, and ask them if they want music playing or what kind of TV shows. So they're real life conversations you get to have with, form a relationship with them before. And thankfully I work here, so I get a lot more time and opportunity than some people do. I get to know these people. I think with seeing the family comes, you see how emotional it is. It's great for them to be able to do that. It's cool that they can do it down here, and instead of at a visiting room, the rooms are a little bit more comfortable. They can be in bed and be comfortable, but the emotional part of it, and it makes you realize in your own life. I've lost both my parents on life support. I think when my dad passed when I was 12 years old, I didn't know how to deal with it proper, and I feel like this has now gave me the tools to work through that at the same time as, so seeing people with their families has definitely helped me realize that in my life I want things said and done. I don't want to be angry with certain people in my family or people, so saying goodbye and having that closure, how important that is for everybody. I think in here, everybody out there looks at this as like it's a cold, dark place. It's prison. So hopefully that it sheds a little light on there are people in here that are trying to do good things. Nobody deserves to die alone. I am just thankful that we had the opportunity to participate in a program like that, and I'm thankful for all the steps that are helping us move forward with this program in here, and I hope that anybody that's given the chance to implement a program like this in their facility or even be part of any kind of program like this in any facility should definitely take advantage of it, because it is great for both parties involved, everybody involved. Staff are incredible with it since it's been down. We have inmates that are here that are on life sentences that now feel like maybe it's not going to be so scary and lonely for them. So it is an incredible program if it is monitored and followed correctly. You just got to get the right people involved in it, and I feel like we do, and I hope everybody else gives it an opportunity.
My name is Ron, and I am a hospice volunteer here at RTC. We started this about a year and a half ago approximately. We spend a lot of time surrounded by people here in prison, but most of us are still alone, you know. It's a program that requires a great deal of giving, you know, it's compassion, but it's a sacrifice that we have to give of ourselves to give to somebody else. For myself, years ago, I would never have thought about doing, because myself was my main concern. You know, so it's kind of a chance for me to get out of myself and give to somebody, even if it is just for the last couple of days of their life. Watching somebody pass is not easy. You know, we can go in there and we can be with them around the clock during lockdowns, everything else. We can, you know, we follow a care plan, which, you know, if they can have anything to eat or drink or whatever, we follow that, you know. But, you know, like I said, most of it is trying to, you know, maybe just keep their lips moist, maybe just reposition them a little bit to keep them more comfortable, you know. But most of it is just being there. They're not by themselves. Try to give them some type of emotional support. Like I said, some prefer, you know, you pray with them, read out of they got special verses they want read. I've had that happen, you know. And you know, we do what our volunteers, we all do what the individual desires. Our beliefs are left on the table. We leave that outside the door, and we're with them. Started this program when it first started, and I've seen a lot of progress and a lot of support, which I never thought could happen in the Department of Corrections, but it has happened. And we had some very good support from the director of nursing, our hospice nurse, and they arranged for us to, you know, make sure we can get down here with the security. So even that night times. We come in at midnight to 4, then 4 to 8, so they make sure we get down here and we don't have to be handcuffed or nothing like that. They make sure we're all treated with dignity also, which is one of the things, our big thing is providing some dignity for the patient. Dignity before the number. We don't care what you're here for. We're here to do what you want us to do, what you have set out in your wish list, and the care plan that the medical gives us. I've been a medical porter, CNA, for 15 years, and I've seen a lot of changes through medical, but this is one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm proud to be a part of it, volunteering, and it's a sacrifice, because if you might work in the shops or work in the kitchen or wherever you work, and you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or at midnight and come in for 4 hours, you're not, you still got to go to work. It's not so it is a sacrifice on our part, and if you're not willing to make the sacrifice, people aren't here. So the only ones that are here are the ones that want to make the sacrifice to try to make a difference. I've heard, people say, well, do you think it's like a reclamation for my past? Or, my past is my past. I can't change none of that. What I can change is what I do in the future, which is try to provide the support and care that as a selfish individual before that ended up getting me here, try to leave those traits behind.
Hi, my name is Zach. I'm serving a life sentence. At the beginning of my number, I was very angry and hurt, and I caused a lot of trouble and pain to my community and the people around me. And I finally just got to a point where I'd hit rock bottom, and I was tired of living that way. I was tired of hurting people. I was tired of losing people. I was just tired of all the negative in my life. And I wanted something different, and I knew that I had to do something serious to change, or it wasn't going to happen. So I really wasn't sure about what it was going to be like when I first started, but I just dove into it, and right away I realized that it was something that I liked. So the hospice program to me, it was very raw. Like, I experienced things that a lot of people in life don't experience, and I've learned a lot from it, and it's hurt at times just from losing people that you get close to, but I'm glad I get to be a part of it and get to help out. One of the guys that I got really, really close to, he's serving a life sentence, and experienced things with him that I've never experienced before. So when I was younger, my grandpa passed away, and when I walked in the door and I seen him in the state he was in, I didn't know how to handle it. I freaked out, and I ran, and I went and got high, and I just spiraled from there. But he reminded me of my grandpa, because he's an old man, and he kind of acted like him, and he was, you know what I mean? So I kind of got attached, and we got real close. And then experiencing sitting there at his deathbed every night, I just reflected on everything in my life, several times, and the things that I could have done different, the things I should have done different, and just reevaluated why I was even where I'm at. So if you're going to start it in your facilities, do it. I very much recommend it. These people need help, and it doesn't just help the people that are dying, it helps us too. I've grown so much from this. I'm definitely at a different point in my life than I was before I started the program.